Hello guys, I hope you're well. Hello everybody. Hello, sorry, the lighting is really horrendous tonight, but I need it because I need to be by the plug. Hello guys, I hope you're all right. I'm coming on to do this as a live because then it records it for me and puts it on the main grid. I'm popping on because this morning I wasn't able to do a baby play live, so I'm coming on. However, don't worry, I'm very conscious that this is a poor time for dinner, bath, bed and all that stuff that goes on. So please don't worry if you can't join or stay. This will be saved on IGTV and I'll pop it in the in stories for you. Hello from Spain. Hi Bex. Hi lovely. Hi Post Cake. Hello my love. Hope you're all right. Hi Jodie. Lovely to see you all. Hello everybody. So yeah, I wasn't I'm coming on to record this for you. So I'm going to get on with it because I'm very conscious that people will just want to see how to do it. So I've come on because I'm going to show you how to make these lovely pat mats for babies and toddlers. It's really good fun. So these are the ones that I've been using for autumn. I love these. Hello everybody. Hello. I love these because once I made these last year and we're still using them now. They're still not leaking. Once they're made, they're great. But also the fact that you can do them for everything. I've done Pudsey Bear ones before. I've done, if you've got the Play Hooray handbook, which is me, this is me, I wrote this. Look, there I am on the back. On page 92 and 93, I show you how to do a Christmas one. So you can do Christmas tree. So that, excuse the laptop making that noise. Also, I'm really sorry, Ever the Professional, I just fed the doggies dinner and then went live. So I'm really sorry, all you can hear is the dog eating in the background. So sorry about that, if you're wondering what that noise is. Actually, it's really going for it. So yes, so I'm going to show you how to make the pat mat. So if you've got the book, it's on 92 and 93. I'm going to do a really quick demo for you. But the beauty about this is you can just do a plain simple one, a nice rectangle or different shapes, maybe circle and triangles. Maybe you're learning something like that with your little ones. Or you're like me and you get carried away with activities and you want to do maybe autumnal ones or Halloweeny ones, maybe Halloween. Just want to, at this point, just to say, I'm really sorry because of the madness of last week. Our autumn play prompts are currently out of stock, should be back in at the end of this week. But we do have lots of the Halloween ones are still available. So if you're wanting some Halloween activities, they are still available. However, our autumn activities have sold out for the moment. Sorry about that, guys. I think you all probably saw just how crazy last week went. So should we get on with it? Now then, just a little word of warning. The shapes that you're going to do, the more intricate shape it is, the trickier it is, and the more likely it is it's going to leak. So we want to go simple. And that's why I'm not doing these live on here, because these were actually quite fiddly to do, because I went for trickier shapes. All right, so what I'm going to do now then, if you're confident at drawing, go for it. Have a good go. Don't matter. Kids don't judge you drawing. However, if you're not feeling very confident, maybe you could go onto Google, do some good old clip art images and get some really basic, simple ones. So I was thinking like an acorn would be quite nice to add with our autumnal ones. But instead, I've decided to go for Halloween. So as you can see, I've got a very simple shape. So just if you don't feel very confident drawing them freehand, maybe you could print something off and then and I'll show you how we're going to trace it. So I thought that fits in nicely with our and I said Valentine's. It's not that, it's Halloween. So the way that we make these, I'm using laminating pouches. I actually have A4 and A3 because I love doing this. If I can get into them. This is a new pack, very exciting. You can get them on Amazon, you can get them, I normally pick mine up at the post office. If you have a post office like me where it sells a lot of random stuff, you can normally find them in there. So your laminated pouches come like this. And they should be, ooh, these are different. Now, normally they're just connected at the bottom. This is actually connected on two sides. That does make it a lot easier, but it doesn't matter. So if you wanted to make it, like I said, you could do a really simple shape. You could just do a rectangle and fill it with water. However, I'm wanting to make one for Halloween, so I'm going to make a bit more of a shape, but not too tricky. So all I'm doing is laying my paper underneath my laminating pouch. There we go. I'm getting them all mixed up. I'm going to have to just do this here. Sorry. This is all very spontaneous. I don't know if you've seen, I've had a very, very busy day. And as soon as I've done this, I've got to go and carry on packing orders. So what you want to do before I start is you want to give yourself enough of a border. So it's going to get a bit tight here. You want to give yourself a good chunky border because we're going to heat seal it. And of course, we don't want that water to leak. So you want to give yourself a good border. So all I'm going to do is very quickly trace a pumpkin. I'm using a Sharpie pen just because I love a chunky black Sharpie. Okay, I'm going to change it slightly and go just a bit thinner than the picture. Obviously, yours will look so much better than mine. I'm rushing a little bit. Not now, Arch. Dog's had his dinner, so of course now he wants to go out. Doesn't appreciate that I'm on a live. Sorry, anyone tuning in. I'm just making a pattern. I'm just tracing at the minute. It's hard to show you. If I was a true Blue Peter presenter, I would have done it better. I would have had one ready, wouldn't I? Okay, so there you can see, I've just quickly traced it with the Sharpie. Obviously, you could do it so much better, but I've just quickly traced it there. So when I take it away, I've got the outline, okay? Now then, what we want to do is we're going to seal it. So I have my straighteners on here. We're going to seal it, and we want to give it a good chunky border. Now, so that I can get my straighteners in a bit closer, I'm just going to cut off some of the excess. But not too much. You know, give yourself a really chunky border. Whoa, she says, and then I've just chopped most of it off. Give yourself a really chunky border if you can. If anyone's tuning in, we are making some pat mats, which are lovely to do with babies, toddlers. It's lovely to do with big kids, getting it ready for younger siblings. Nice, easy one to do. So, as you can see, I've cut out and I've given it a big border. I can always neaten it up again afterwards. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to seal most of it and leave a gap for adding in the colour water. So, I'm going to leave the top bit. I've got my straighteners on. They've been on a while. And you'll see, all you have to do is touch it and it seals it. And you can tell it's clear, it's sealed it, because it goes that sort of, it does go clear, but because it's hot, it doesn't take long, and you just go round. Don't hold it on, you'll ruin your GHDs or whatever. And then we'd all be lost without those, wouldn't we? Although saying that, I haven't used mine in a long time. Okay, so I'm just going to go round. Now then, what we always do is leave yourself a little gap. Leave yourself more of a gap than you think you're going to need. I've learned that. So I'm just going round very quickly. And what we're going to do before we actually start putting in all the colour water is we're just going to test it. Because we just want to make sure that we've got a good seal. Okay, that looks like. So the way that we test it is I'm just going to blow into it. And that looks pretty good. You can probably tell because it normally bubbles or whatever. You could always pour a bit of water in there if you wanted to. What setting? Low. I can't change the setting of mine. Mine are just hot or off. I can't change it. So I'm sure low would work. It doesn't need to be ridiculous hot. But as you can see, it does dry clear. So once it's cooled down, it is clear. So you can see pretty much all the way around. Now then, the way I've always done it is really simple. Is a bit of paint mixed with a bit of water. You could use food colouring if you don't have the right colours and mix your own. But I've got some warm water because I always think it mixes a bit nicer that way. And I've got this orange. It's a bit of a rubbishy orange. I wanted brighter, but it's a bit naff, but never mind. It'll do for what we're doing. I also just picked up this. I found some glitter, like glitter paint that I had. Shall I chuck that in as well? Go for it, shall we? So I'm just going to quickly... Oh, it looks like it's dry. Has it dried up? Oh, I don't think that's working very well. Blech. There we go. So I'm just putting it in. I always use warm water just because I think it mixes better. I'm just going to grab a spoon. There we go. I'm hoping that you guys are just used to me now and that you realise I'm not. Oh, the glitter's not really doing it. The glitter's not really mixing very well. Anyway, never mind. You don't need loads. I've made quite a lot there. Now then, all we're going to do is have a go at sealing it. This isn't going to go well, is it? Because I'm on a live. If it was just me in my kitchen, I'd be fine. But let's see how we get on. So I'm just going to pour a bit in. Let's check we're not leaking. No, we're not leaking. So you could do all sorts. You could put sequins in this, beads, if you had any Halloweeny beads or anything. Sequins, glitter, all sorts would work. I'm just using really simple. I think that's enough water in there, to be honest. Because remember, you don't want to fill it. You want to be able to pass it around and move it. I'm guessing I could use an iron. Yep, absolutely. You could use an iron, and maybe what I would do is have it on a low setting. And maybe you could always put a tea towel over it, just check it. I'm worried about it melting onto your iron, that's all. But if you do it really quick, and see how you get on. If you do have a go, will you let us know? So all I've done there is just sealed it up. So I just put it on. Of course, obviously it would have looked better if I had coloured the eyes in, but never mind, do that later. And then I'm just going to go round with my straighteners and just try. This is where you need more than one pair of hands. Now, can you see now, if we'd have had a really intricate shape, it would have been quite tricky. That's why the leaves, I wasn't going to do any leaves on here because they were quite tricky to do. So I'm just going to go down. I'm just stroking it just to try and make sure that I've got a seal, because in a minute we're going to test it. Okay, so I think we've gone all the way around. It's hot, but it quickly cools down. Obviously, this is why we do it. I'm doing it while Leo's in bed. Okay. Oh, that doesn't look sealed. You can usually see there's like little bubbles, if not. Okay. We'll have a go. Just gonna keep. Because obviously we don't want orange paint going all over our lovely carpets, do we? So it's worth double checking it and making sure. Now then, I think we have got a seal. I think we're sealed all the way around. I think it has. I think it's worked. So always double check it just to be on the safe side. I don't want DMs saying, Claire, I've ruined my carpet because of you. I warned you to check it. So there you go. So that's how to make a really quick and easy pat mat. Now then, I have made a bit of a mistake there. I've left quite a lot of air in it. I don't know if you can see that. I mean, it still splashes around quite nicely, but it is much more effective if you can try and squash out the air. So maybe when you do it, when you're sealing it up, maybe I should have held it together and maybe pushed out a bit of the air or whatever. But it's quite nice. And like I said, if you've got any pom-poms or sequins, maybe plastic buttons, anything that you could add in to make it interesting could be really nice. If you've got any, sometimes you get buttons with like numbers and letters on. If you've got an older one, you can then get them to play with it and prod it and move the letters around to spell words or spell their name. You can do all sorts with it. But just with little ones, particularly, I don't know about you, but it can be like children in need. When the children in school are doing lots of things and it's really exciting, it's lovely, isn't it? Sometimes if you've got little ones at home, you want to join in, but you're not sure how to do it, or like how you can get your little ones to involve. So it's quite nice. Like I said, I've done a Pudsey Bear one before, Christmas tree. You can do them for all sorts. So yeah, it's a nice way of feeling like you're involved, particularly when the big kids are doing something at school. You could maybe do something like this with the little ones. And then I would add that with your Halloween play props would go nicely. Or maybe you can make a little treasure basket like I did with my autumn leaves. I then had some books to go with it and a few different autumnal things. Are these laminating pouches, Claire? Yes, they are laminating pouches. I pick them up Amazon, or if you've got I was saying before, if you've got a post office that sells like lots of random stuff, they're normally a good place to buy them. So yeah, that's where I grab mine from. So yeah, have loads of fun with that then, guys. I hope you really enjoyed that one. I'm sorry, I promised it for a long time. I am now going to scoot off. I haven't cooked dinner yet. I've done the kids' dinner, but we've not eaten. So I've got to do dinner at some point, but I'm going to shoot off and carry on and doing some more orders. So it's a little bit busy at the minute, but it's amazing. So thank you so much for all your support. I'm just sorry that I haven't been here much today, have I? I'm off to order laminating pouches. Yeah, don't. And then obviously show me what you're making, guys. You know, inspire me. Things like spiders with lots of legs could be tricky. Hush, 1 minute. Sorry, the dog's wanting to go out. You know, like spiders and bats, maybe. You could maybe do a bat, might be quite cool. But yeah, keep the shape more simple because it can get tricky. Just making sure that it's sealed, that's all. All right, I hope I've covered everything. Do let me know if you've got any questions, DM me or whatever. And yeah, send me photos of what you're making. Inspire me. I'm going to get really excited. I might have a little go at doing a big acorn one now. I printed off an acorn one. Thought that might look quite nice with like the leaves and stuff. Oh, thank you guys. Right, I've got to shoot off. I thank you very much for joining me. Yes. Yeah, I'm just about to leave, Anna. Sorry. It's going to be saved. It'll be saved straight away onto my IGTV. And it'll be on there for you. All right, so you can watch that later. Thanks, guys. See you later. Happy playing. Let me know how you get on. Don't forget your Halloween play prompts. Bye, guys.